Becky with the good hair. Maddie Patty. It's been a while since I made a video about Maddie Patty because I had no reason to make a video about Maddie Patty. He's not somebody I targeted to make a video about. That's what these people really try to build in their heads. Is like we made them targets. It's like, no, we don't think enough about you in that way to where you would be looked at as a target. I didn't care if you worked that target. I don't really care anything about what you're doing. Now, my concern in the situation was always something very simple. Smaller, but very simple. Matt Barnes, for a while, has been getting away with this. Hit the like button too. I see y'all popping in now. Hit the like button so they can, that's free. Don't cost you nothing. Just hit it right off. Matt Barnes thought it would be in his best wisdom to speak on this like everyone else, which is fine. He's a journalist, right? But he wasn't doing it on the show. Neither time was he on a network talking about M.A. Udoka. Neither time was this for a network that pays him. Yes, he is a journalist, but what he was doing was not journalistic. There was no integrity in this whatsoever when he decided to speak on the situation.
Normally I'd be chopping it up on ESPN with you guys about this, but I'm off until next week. But I definitely want to touch on this Ime Udoka situation. Just saw a year suspension was just handed down by the team for an inappropriate, consensual sexual situation with a female that worked in the organization. I've been in the league played in the league for a long time. Anyone who played in the league could tell you this is a very common situation. This is not new news for people who've been in the league or even around organizations. I've seen it from owners to executives to coaches to players to trainers to therapists to dancers to PR ladies. Like, this is not uncommon. And to just bring some context to it, the NBA just suspended Sarver for all the shit he did, and he got a year too. So you're trying to tell me what Robert Sarver did and Udoka did are even on the same level, even in the same book, yet they warranted the same amount of time? This is a bad look, man. The Celtics, whoever made this decision, it was a terrible decision. You want to suspend a man 15, 20, 25 games, but a whole season for a consensual situation that not only happens in the NBA, but happens in every single workplace. This was a terrible call, man. Y'all let me know what you think down below.
Now, this was his initial reaction. In his home, sound like he in his bathroom. This is Matt Barnes' initial reaction. So once this goes out, he gets a phone call. But from whom? Who's calling Maddie Patty? Right? Who's calling Maddie Patty right now? And why would they be calling Maddie Patty? And they decided, we need to have a talk with you. One is because he's basically condoning it. Right? So then, after getting a phone call, Maddie Patty, switches his shirt.
They won't come out and say it. And since I'm a part of the media now, and I try not to be like everyone else, I try to, report and talk with facts and honesty. And I clearly have to say, last night, without knowing all the facts, I spoke on Ime Udoka's defense. And after finding out the facts after I spoke, I erased what I posted, because this situation in Boston is deep, it's messy, it's 100 times uglier than any of us thought. And that's why I erased what I said. Some things happened that I can't condone, I can't back, and it's not my place to tell you what happened. If it ends up coming out, it ends up coming out. But that was the reason why I erased my post last night, because after I posted it, I got a call from someone who had all the details, and the shit is deep. So, man, praying for everybody involved. Hope everyone gets through this. And I saw a lot of blogs picked up what I said, even though it was only on my page for like 2 minutes. So hopefully they pick this up too, for me being wrong and jumping out there without the facts. So that's where I'm gonna leave it.
And that's where he's gonna leave it. All right. That's what he said. And that's where I'm gonna leave it. Oh yeah, definitely. Q Lee, everybody in Tampa, and especially everybody out there that's live by the waterfront. Pray for all of them out there. You see this? This is a guy going for attention. They show ain't hot. They got nothing popping. They wanted to try to use this to get publicity for their show, to draw people in to watch the show. That's why this wasn't done on ESPN, because he couldn't talk like this on ESPN. Matty Patty couldn't do any of this on ESPN. Man, well, save your power, Q Lee. I don't want you to use it all watching this live stream. I appreciate it. It don't matter if M.A. Udoka was out of pocket. Matty Patty, Matt Barnes should not be speaking on it. What's up, X-Man? He's the last person that should be speaking on anything. You know why? Now, if he just said that and left it at that, I'd have probably been cool. Then he goes and jumps the shark again. And everybody's like, well, what did he do now? Right after he does that, this chump jumps up and goes on DJ Vlad's show talking about it. He goes and sits in a chair immediately talking about, this is why I walked it back. He's going on major platforms to make sure he walks it back. Why are you so ashamed that you backed a black man? It's 100 times worse. Unless you've heard more than what I've heard, I wouldn't say it's 100 times worse. It was enough for him to violate team policy. But to say it's 100 times worse, you just made it 100 times worse by saying it's 100 times worse. When you haven't spoken to him, you just spoke to someone else that told you something. And you put that out in the world. So if you MA Udoka, you've already are pissed off at Matt Barnes for even putting that energy out there. If you ain't gonna say anything, then don't say anything. Why are you going on shows talking about me? It don't make any sense. Right? Then he's on a joint show because their show's not picked up yet. He goes on KG show because KG got his own show with Paul Pierce, the KG certified. So they did a joint show with all the smoke. And what are they talking about, of course? Because they Celtics players. They do the joint show with them. Matt is right back on the couch again talking about M.A. Udoka. So in 2 days, actually it's been 3, he's been on 2 platforms and he did 2 videos from his own phone. But this isn't the man that should be talking about anyone. Matt Barnes, you want to talk about harassment and stalking? Your ex-wife, Derek Fisher, you jumped the fence damn near ready to kill Derek Fisher. Because he legally was moving on and dating your wife or your ex-wife, the mother of your children. Your fame came from that. You're the guy that punched and choked a woman. Y'all punched up and choked a woman in a nightclub. This is the same glass house who threatened a beauty beautician, a female, talking about what you gonna do to her when you see her, calling her phone, threatening her. This is Matt Barnes. Matt Barnes, you should not be opening your mouth talking about M.A. Udoka. You glass house. These people forget they changed their whole shirt. Yeah, you got here late. We showed he was on Vlad. So he's always back on here because he's trying to sell himself. Because their show not popping no more. Ever since that Kwame Brown situation went down and they decided to go ahead and fight with Kwame, that was terrible for them. Oh, that girl had to delete her entire social media history. Yeah, and then for Matt Barnes to be out here publicly, former NBA player, saying your career is over when this comes out. Who are you to make that decision? You are basically putting him in a grave as a former player who's in the media. No one has ever said that. But you're putting him in the grave. You want to be the one to drop the bombshell. But you want to talk about media and like, oh man, I just want to be a responsible journalist and all. No, you don't. You don't want to be a responsible anything. You just wanted to be first. You just want to be the one to jump off the bed. Like, I want to be the one to jump off. So now you've been going on this whole run because the liberals did hit you up and said, no, you sound like you're anti-woman in that first video. And now Matt Barnes' pictures everywhere. Everybody picking him up. Matt Barnes said it's 100 times uglier. It's 100 times worse. Yeah, that's what they do. Maddie Patty has been doing this since the beginning. Matt Barnes, look, I told people, this man sent his little brother to send threats to me before over the Kwame Brown incident. That was a year ago now. We just passed that. It's been a year since all that nonsense was going on. Right. This is why LeVar Ball said, no, I don't want that fake. I don't need your fake love, none of that. Don't talk to me. Right. Matt Barnes has always been that way. He lied on Rihanna, said him and Rihanna was dating. Rihanna was like, sorry, I don't know this man. Sorry, I don't know this man. But yet, you claim to be dating Rihanna. That's what he is. Old hot take Barnes. But you can't talk about his life, though. Oh, he'll get mad. But Derek was waiting in the wings. This man tried to take the life of his former teammate because his ex-wife wants to move on with her life, legally has the right to date whoever she wants. She felt like dating Derek. And guess what? She's still with Derek. Derek long stroke Fisher strikes again. Then he didn't just take your girl, he took your car. The car was in your name and he wrecked that too, and you had to pay for it. He was living in the house you was paying for. Thanks, nerd. Get yourself one. That's right, Steph. But he's speaking on it on 3, 4 different platforms. But he keeps saying, I'm not going to speak on it, but I'm going to speak on it. I'm not going to speak on it, but I'm going to speak on it. You doing more damage to M.A. Udoka every time you talk. Oh, it's 100 times worse. Oh, he's never going to coach in the NBA again. Dude, who the hell are you to be talking on another coach or a professional like that? If M.A. Udoka see Matt Barnes on the streets, he should beat the living hell out of him. Sorry. But he should. I don't hear a notification bell. So when you look at the total picture, Matty Patty should have won, stayed out of it. Say very little because you're a player, former player, and you're in the sports media. But he wants to be trashy because he knows that they need the attention. This is why I don't deal with Matt Barnes. That mentality. That nonsense. Matt Barnes has always been a fake tough guy. Fake tough guy. He do all that beige rage because of what? This man said he was dating Rihanna. And Rihanna said, I never was dating you, fool. Where the hell you get that? And if you did get a chance to date Rihanna, why you run on a radio station? Starving for fame. Then Matt Barnes started calling black people racist words that white people call black people. Why are you doing that, Matt? If you consider yourself a black man. See, you consider yourself a black man when it conveniently fits you. But we don't use the COON words. The way you talk and spoke to that man is how racist white people speak to black men. You said that to another black man. Said, I hope your mom suck. COON D word. You said that. All right, let's go back to Slut Band. Big she reads the questions for Maddie Patty.
Right. First one, Chuck Turner says, Matt Barnes looks like an ex-con on crack. What are you gonna say to Chuck?
I mean, usually when I get mean tweets, I'm gonna look at their profile first and kind of see if their page is open, because most of the time.
This guy doesn't even have a picture.
Yeah, that's how it is most of the time. I mean, most of these people are cowards, you know what I mean? So I think social media, Instagram people gives nobody's a voice, and they feel very empowered.
This is their 2 minutes of fame. Barnes is a fraud and will be on welfare after his career. What do you have to say to that?
I need to check my bank account right now, and I can give my address if he wants to pull up.
Okay, we can do it at the Fumble Studio if you want. You don't have to go to your home address.
I can't get fined by the NBA anymore for big people. Yeah, pull
It's
up.
all game, baby.
Pull up.
Pull up. Yeah, he wants you to pull up. Come pull up. Man, he love for people to pull up. I know he's corny, but see, that's the thing. He want to be white when it's time for him to be white. Then he wants to be black when he wants support for the brothers. So he plays both sides of the fence, but I already see what he is. I've seen guys like that duality. No other black man who played in that league would do what Matt Barnes is doing right now. Have you noticed Kendrick Perkins ain't done that? Have you noticed Paul George? I mean, not Paul George, but Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett? They're not doing that. And there's a reason why they're not doing that. Because there's no need to do that. All right, Shaq ain't do it. Shaq said, look, I'm a serial cheater. So who am I to be speaking? All Matt Barnes did was cheat on his wife. So my thing is, dog, who are you to be speaking? Just like Shaq disqualified himself, you were a serial cheater. All you did was cheat. You was best friends with your cheating buddy, Gilbert Arenas. And we already know about Silly Gilly. So why is Glasshouse speaking? But he don't want you to say nothing about, he want to fight you. You say something about him, he want to fight you. For every little thing, start sending threatening videos. Maddie Patty. You remember this, Maddie?
420. But two things in life that don't lie, man. That ball and court. Man, Gil, where we going to party, man? These two money-hungry ass sisters. This bullshit been going on for damn near 4 years now, man. I'm tired of it. I know y'all are tired of it. But you know, the shit this girl is on, man. All these motherfucking lies and allegations and trying to throw dirt on my name and doing all that shit, man. But it all caught up today, man. I know this social media shit plays out like a game and everybody kiki and ha, but this shit is real life, man. And you say some shit should stay private, but my life's not private, it's public. So y'all sit back and judge thinking you know the truth, but you don't. The truth always comes to light, man, straight up. Y'all sat back and watched with the other sister and her bullshit. Our shit's not that wild, but it's the same lies, the same bullshit, man. Y'all get a motherfucking job, make your own money. How about that? The shit was never about the money for me, man. She gets a lot of it, trust me. But I was gonna make it back anyway. This shit's always been about the kids for me. You know what I mean? And she knows the only attachment she has to me is the kids. So she wants to hold the kids against me, lie against me, and do whatever she can to discredit me. Man, let this be a lesson, man, to you young athletes out there, entertainers, rappers. Prenups, good decisions, make sure your shit is tightened up and you still might get fucked. But today, they tried to charge me, but I'm not guilty.
Maddie Patty. Now, the same thing he wanted, right? Nobody's speaking on my situation. Glass House Barnes.
Now,
Glass House, baby. That's what he does. Matt Glass House Barnes. Oh, it's going to get even more interesting. Because this dude forget about all his arrests. Domestic cases. All of these things are involving women. Cheating scandals. Matt Barnes is the last human being on earth who should be speaking on M.A. Udoka. Yeah, he thinks he's a pretty boy. Look at him. Yeah, that's when he's all whacked out of his mind in a damn photo, arrest photo. Got beige rage. One white enough for the whites, one black enough for the blacks. So he gets mad and want to fight everybody. That's Matt Barnes. Yep. No, this is the same man who says racist words that white people use against blacks. To other blacks. I'm like, we don't say those words to each other, bro. We don't call each other the COON word. We don't sit out here whacked out of our minds, drunk, getting arrested. These are mug shots. Because this is what he does. He gets drunk and gets arrested for being Matt Barnes. So who are you to talk on Udoka? With all your cases, with your baby mom, your wife, everything. Are you serious? Do you know how much material we have on you? You know how much I have on you. So you're going on platform after platform talking about Udoka. and basically burying him while he's still alive. Hit the like button, good people. Oh, Bear, how you letting Gavin whoop you now? I don't understand that. Look up, Marlon. Say cheese. Right. This is what Matt Barnes does. You know, he basically goes in history as being the biggest glass house hypocrite there is. You look at Matt Barnes doing all this, and you say to yourself, well, damn, what is there more to say? No, well, Matt Barnes has been this way. So it's no surprise. Like, it's no real, like, head turner. Oh, a night out with Matt Barnes in the streets. Uh-oh. This is gonna go left. As Matty Patty is being confronted by the law. Following public intoxication.
So that's what I need to know.
Okay. Now, this is my wife. Poor Matty Patty. He gets himself in this trouble over and over again.
So, what do you need to step over here? For what? Wait, okay. So, what do you need to step over here? For what though? Yeah, but I understand that because he's an officer given who's not giving us any information. So, if he gives information, well, that's what I got called in for. So, you're telling me to calm down and like, you know what I mean, we're doing know what's going on, but that's what you came in for, to let us know what's going on because he's not giving us information. Okay, well, why don't you powwow and let us know? So then we won't be uncooperative if you gave us information. Well, we can make a big deal of it. You make a big deal. You could ask him what's going on and you could tell us. Right? Because that's one of our rights is to know why we're being arrested.
Now, Matt got his woman doing all the talking because Matty Patty is blasted. He's drunk out of his mind. So he can't say too much. He wants to stay quiet and as much as possible. Then he called the guy, gave slurred, and went from there.
That's it. Officer gave us nothing with information. So therefore...
Uh-oh. The lawyer is doing all the talking. So after this woman did all this for you, you went ahead and decided to go ahead, put them hands on. Matty Patty. And for all these years, you kept getting mad and going after your ex because Derek Fisher went fishing in your backyard. He probably saw the abuse. He probably said, man, you rough on that poor woman. I treat her better. This is for the lady. He gon' love her better. And her friends, they see it too. Cause you know what Mary was gonna do. Shake it, shake it. And he knew it. He knew it. See, one thing real man just want is he didn't love Gloria. He loved the fact he could possess Gloria. That's what was on his mind. Possession. He wanted to possess her. That's all he cared about. Yep. And that's it. Possession. And as long as you know that, oh, well, Matt Barnes is mad at me. Look, people don't like to be exposed. When you start exposing people for what they are, people get real upset. Absolutely, they do. But when you a glass house, like Maddie Patty was, you know, this is what happens. Right, then you got Nick Young out there looking like he Space Mountain and talking about Udoka. So you got Gilbert, who brought Nick Young up there so he could talk about cheating and all kind of stuff. Looked like he was whacked out of his mind on Vlad. Then you got Maddie Patty out here. Those three are so ostracized, they don't even know it. Why in the world would anybody be talking about Matt Barnes doing any goddamn thing? Mm-mm. No. Right. He owes an apology to Udoka. That's who he owes an apology to. You remember he sent his little brother to handle me? He sent his little brother to send a message to me. Like it was gonna stop me. I'm like, you sent your little brother after me? Me? Didn't I have some music? Brother! Boy, your daddy be disappointed in you, man. Daddy gonna say, take your perm head ass out there and hand it at yourself, boy. You gonna send your little brother out there. Send little brother. Little brother. Who couldn't even make it in football. He thought he was gonna go to the NFL. He wanted to be a big star like his big brother. He wanna be like big brother. Nah, bruh. Nah, bruh. You wasn't good enough. That's why you had to go play in Canada. While your brother, Big Bro, was in the NBA. Palm trees and models and IG thoughts. You freezing your balls off somewhere in Canada where they speaking a language you don't even know what the hell they say. Making $5 and you wanna run your mouth. You gotta have your brother pay your damn bills, boy. How you feel? I dare you into this. Yeah, I got your little message. I ain't gonna blow you up no more than what I'm blowing you up now. Mind your business, boy. If that man can't take no butt whooping like you been taking, he a grown man. He your big brother. Tell him to be a big brother. Step up or shut up. Living off your brother's money. You gonna be little brother forever, huh? And Maddie, I know you was trying to find somebody who mutually knows me and know you. And what did they tell you, Maddie? When they asked, hey, who's that guy, man? You know this guy? Why is he on my case? I got my info on him. I don't want to do nothing or nothing to happen, man. Tell him to slow down. Don't you tell him to slow down? You got my info. Maddie, I'm not from New York. You got your info wrong, Maddie. I'm not from New York. Your homie in DC can tell you, B, I'm not from New York. When I'm in LA, they say, guess what? I'm not from New York. And I'm with LB, they holler at me, but I'm not from New York. Tell them I'm not from New York. All my subscribers, when you tell Maddie Barnes, Carcino is not from New York. Everybody on here from New York. Tell that one, I'm not from New York. Now, but you know me though. You got my info. Well, damn, Maddie. That's money down the damn drain. Now, why do you want me to keep smacking you around, boy? Why can't you walk away? You keep doing stuff in the dark. You keep throwing stones and hiding your head. And I'm gonna drag you to the light every single time you get out of line. And you send your punk ass baby brother to try to be tough. gonna say? It ain't him. Baby bro, no one was talking to you. Stay in your place and mind your business. Now, Maddie Patty, you want to keep messing with me. This is why the situation is why it is right now. You want to be this fake Don. You're a trick. That's all you ever been. The dude who gets played. The gold digger and the man that gets dug. That's you, Maddie Patty. You're the man who gets dug. But since you want to play, Maddie, I had already dropped the anvil on your head and you're mad about that. You shouldn't be mad at the person that made the video. You mad because the video blew up. You ain't open your mouth about Kwame though. You know not to open your mouth about Kwame though. You ain't seen your punk ass baby brother to do that either, did you? Now, since you got out of line again, Maddie, now I gotta spank you. Now it's time for me to spank you again. Just because you had the audacity to get out of line one more damn time. Maddie, holla at me, man. Let's talk, man. Ladies and gentlemen, hit the like button, subscribe to the page because it is going down. And when we get on the Patreon, we gon' really rip into you, boy. I'm giving them the PG version of what's really gonna happen to you on the Patreon today. You didn't like what was on the Patreon last time? Oh, you really ain't gonna like what's gonna go down now. Bang. Oh, you really ain't gonna go down now. I might have to drop more receipts. See? Matt Barnes didn't understand. More receipts. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to someone she's so fine, can't you agree? Oh my goodness! Linda! Woo! Linda! Beautiful! Do you agree? Yeah. She got that OnlyFans going, don't she? I know you know, Maddie. Maddie, why are you in her comment section? How about you a happy married man? She put wifey. You put a smiling face. In your verified account, boy. Oh, Maddie Patty. What you gonna say? You and your sometime girlfriend was on time out? I told you I got receipts on you, boy. How much you had to pay, boy? Yeah, I was hard. I went hard on him. But this is what I was talking about being at Glass House. You are the last person that should be speaking about a man cheating. You are the last person that should be speaking about a man in controversy, in scandal. You should do what Shaq done and stepped down. You can't tell these NBA players nothing, man. Matt Barnes did it to himself. No help was needed by me. All of the information that I had is the information they provided. That's why I say, do you want to be the next contestant? Come on down. Put a shirt on. I'm wearing a shirt, idiot. Yeah, back in the days that used to be the case, but now most people don't. Most people don't speak. Like that used to be. That used to be the thing back in the day. Is Kwame live right now? No, it's finna go live. Turn up Thursday night. YouTube is on fire. Yep, but I'm finna get back to this game. Thank y'all for rocking with me this long. Appreciate the love and support. I actually was supposed to have a date night tonight. Tonight was supposed to be my date night. She did not call. I don't know what happened. And I kind of probably overslept anyway, so any time she wanted to go anywhere, it would have to be late. So I ain't hear from her, so. No, I'll call her tomorrow and see what happened. Because I don't feel like I want to watch some football anyway. I don't feel like going out. So I'll hit you.